The match is paused, rain stopped play in Birmingham, and Alex Eala is sitting in the locker room, up 6-2, 4-6, 5-2 in the third set, one game away from the Birmingham Open final. The Sky picked the worst possible moment to open up, but before play resumes tomorrow morning, let me break down exactly what's happened in this semi-final, because it has been a proper match. Real talk, are you staying up to watch the conclusion tomorrow? Drop it in the comments if you're setting an alarm. Because if Alex closes this out, we are talking about the biggest result of her 2026 season so far. Okay, so let me set this up properly. Alex Eala walked into this semifinal as the heavy favorite. Top seed, world number 37. 3 straight set wins in Birmingham without dropping a single set. Only 14 games conceded in total across those 3 matches. She'd beaten Han, Chereva, and Sawankayo in clinical fashion. She looked like a player on a mission, locked in, surfing momentum. Her opponent, Rebeka Masarova, is 26 years old, Swiss, ranked 132 in the world. And on paper, you'd look at that and think, okay, Alex wins comfortably, right? But here's what you need to know about Masarova before you write her off. 2 years ago, she was ranked number 62 in the world. She's been through the grind, she knows how to compete, and she came into this semi-final riding a 5-match winning streak in Birmingham, having fought through 2 qualifying rounds just to get here. She beat number 3 seed Tatjana Maria in the quarterfinals. This is not a player who shows up to make up the numbers. And there's a wild stat that explains exactly why she's dangerous on this surface. Masarova has hit 46 aces in 5 matches here in Birmingham. 46, including 13 in a single qualifying match. On grass, where a big serve is worth double what it is anywhere else, that kind of firepower is a genuine weapon. Alex was always going to need to handle that serve, and for large portions of this match, she absolutely did. But here's the crazy part. And here's the storyline that nobody's going to talk about enough. 2 years ago, the rankings between these two were completely flipped. Masarova was ranked 94th, Eala was ranked 160th. Masarova was the higher-ranked, more established player. Today, Eala is 37th, Masarova is 132nd. Their career trajectories over the last 24 months have gone in completely opposite directions. And now they're meeting in a semifinal where the woman who used to be ranked lower is the clear favorite. That's a story right there. All right, let's get into the actual match. First set, Alex is in control from the jump. She wins at 6-2, same scoreline she's been putting up all week. Clean, dominant, methodical. You watch Alex in the first set and you think this is going to be exactly what everyone expected. She's reading Masarova's serve, she's dictating from the baseline, the left-handed angles are working. She conceded only 14 games in her first 3 matches combined, and she looked like she was adding to that efficiency story in real time. Then the second set happens, and this is where the match gets genuinely interesting. Masarova finds another gear. Suddenly, the aces start coming more regularly. The serve goes up a level, and Masarova is not just surviving, she's actually constructing points, moving Alex around, making her work for everything. The crowd starts getting into it, and Alex, for the first time all week, has to actually grind. She loses the second set 4-6. Now look, losing the second set is not a catastrophe, but the way it happens matters. Because here's what you have to understand about Masarova as an opponent. She's 12-22 against WTA top 50 players for her career. That's a brutal record, which means she doesn't win these matches often. But when she does, it's usually because she's found a groove with the serve and forced her opponent into discomfort. That's exactly what she was doing in that second set. So now you've got a deciding third set. Alex Eala, world number 37, top seed, versus a qualifier who's been through 2 qualifying rounds and 5 matches this week, running on fumes but somehow still fighting. And the third set is where Alex takes over again. She goes up 5-2. She's playing freely, going for her shots, serving well. Masarova is still competing. She's not rolling over. But Alex has clearly found her rhythm again after dropping that second set. This is the version of Alex Eala we've seen all week. Composed, aggressive, taking the ball early, left-handed serve creating havoc. And then the rain comes. 5-2 in the third. Play suspended. Here's the thing about rain delays in tennis. They mess with momentum. On one hand, Alex is in control, up a break, one game from closing this match. On the other hand, Masarova gets a free reset. She gets to come back tomorrow with fresh legs, a clear head, and the knowledge that she's still alive. 5-2 is a big lead, but it is not a closed match. Masarova has already shown this week she can fight back from tough situations. She won 3 set matches twice in the main draw alone. But here's why I'm still backing Alex to close this out tomorrow. The stats from this entire week tell a very clear story. In Birmingham, Eala has only conceded 3 service games and converted 14 breakpoints, underscoring her dominance on both sides of the ball. That's across 4 matches. She hasn't lost serve easily all tournament. And leading 5-2 in the third, she is serving for the match at some point in the next few minutes when play resumes. One hold, that's all she needs. And there's another layer to this. Eala hasn't lost to anyone ranked outside the top 100 on grass since her breakthrough last year. Masarova is ranked 132. The pattern is clear. On this surface, against this caliber of opponent, Alex doesn't lose. She's too good at taking the ball early, too effective with the lefty serve, too sharp mentally. The second set was a blip, not a trend. The bigger picture here, and I keep coming back to this because it genuinely matters, is what this entire week means for Alex Eala heading into the next 3 weeks. Even before this match is finished, the statement she's already made in Birmingham is huge. 3 dominant wins, 0 sets dropped entering this semifinal. A player who came off back-to-back clay court struggles, looking like a completely transformed athlete on grass. She said it herself after beating Sawankyo yesterday, "I really like grass." And you can see why. The left-handed serve is a weapon here. The slice is a weapon here. The aggressive early ball striking that she's built her whole game around fits this surface like a glove. Clay asks her to be patient and grind. Grass says, go get it. And when Alex Eala is allowed to go get it, she is a completely different player. Tomorrow morning, she wakes up, gets back on center court, and needs one more game. Just one. And if she gets it, she's in the Birmingham final. Then Queen's Club against Raducanu and Rebekina next week. Then Wimbledon on June 29th. The 3 biggest weeks of her career, all starting with one more game tomorrow morning. So here's my question. Do you trust Alex to close it out from 5-2 in the third? Or are you nervous? Because I'll be honest, part of me is a little nervous just from the nature of rain delay comebacks. But the other part of me looks at what she's done all week and says, there's no way she lets this slip. Drop your prediction in the comments. Does Alex close it out first game? Or does Masarova make it interesting? Set an alarm. Stay subscribed. We're covering every step of this Birmingham run, and the full breakdown of whatever happens tomorrow is dropping the moment that match ends. Let's go!